Good afternoon, everybody, my dear students. So, today we will be starting our topic. We will be, in fact, continuing our topic, which we have started earlier. And the name of the chapter was Land Use, Soil, and Vegetations. It was, in fact, it's a big and lengthy name: Land, Soil, and Water, Natural Vegetation, and Wildlife Resources. So, dear students, yesterday we had discussed few points regarding to that chapter, that was land and land use. How we are using different land areas in a different way. Today we'll be moving further. I hope you would have understood the yesterday's explanation. Today we will be seeing about how can we conserve the land resources which are available to us. See, as you all know, we have only 30% of the land available to us in our entire globe. Rest of the land is either covered with water or you can say with snow, and it is not fit for living, yeah, for any other purpose. Okay. So the conservation of land resources, it's a pretty, familiar topic. Just we have to upgrade it by planting trees, by stopping deforestations, okay, by proper usage of soil, by preventing the floods. These are some ways, common ways by which the land resources can be conserved. Okay. uh, as you know, nature has to be preserved by every means. We should not indulge in nature. We should not involve in the practices which can affect the topography of the land. Okay, so planting the trees, more and more greenery, control of population, and other factors. Okay, after this conservation of land resources, your book has very beautifully explained through diagrams that key how, as the population is increasing, how the villages or the open area are slowly and steadily getting converted into big metro cities. See, when a person is staying in a village, he is using the land for basically more for agriculture purpose. Okay, but when the village starts growing, so he reduces the agricultural land. That agricultural land is meant for living. If the population increases in a particular area, if at all the necessity or the need of people increases, there are more number of shops, there are more number of market, again the agricultural lands or the forest area gets decreased and the people use it for their living. Okay, and if a village is slowly and steadily starting turning into a city, big city, then that area have more number of what places like buildings, offices, schools, and other public places. Okay, so the land is more consumed by these buildings, these infrastructures. Fine. So this is being shown in your book, page number 11. There are four pics that how the small villages are getting converted into cities. People are using more and more vehicles. For if we are using vehicles, we need roads to drive. Okay, and if we need roads, then road has to be made. We have to clear our green area. So these are hampering the nature. Now the next thing is to be discussed in this chapter is about the soil. Okay, how the soil and plays a factor in a geography of a particular area. It's a very pretty clear thing that if a soil is fertile, your land is having a moist soil, it's fertile, there is a plenty of water, then a person will of course go for a agriculture purpose. And if it's a soil is dry, arid, desert type soil, sandy soil, then people will have to think of some other means to utilize their land either by cattle herding or by other purpose. Fine. Now there's another heading that relates with the what factors of soil formation. How the factors of how the soil is formed. See, there are two three factors that we will study deeply again in our next phase. As far as now is concerned, soil has both external factor and internal factor. See, if the area is very dry, there is no rainfall, and the temperature is too high, the topsoil will be very hard. Okay, it will be very hard. And if the area is having plenty of rainfall, plenty of water resources nearby, then the soil will be moist and soft. Okay, Then again there is one more factor. If the area is full of minerals, okay, it's rich of minerals, then your lower soil layers, the soils which are below the ground, which you can't see by your eyes, that will be behaving in a different way. Either they will be supporting agriculture, or they will be useful for some other purpose. Okay, so as far as today's uh, explanation is concerned, you just go through these topics, have a reading of these topics. We will have a question answer session after this video in the class, and we will be discussing it through those question answers. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day. And I will be putting this video soon on YouTube. You will be getting a link, and you can use that link to watch this video. Thank you.